The programme's designed to get the RAS engaged with groups we don't normally deal with. So particularly young people who have had a very difficult start in life, prisoners, people in girl guiding, around the regions. We've got a group up in Scotland, Care for Carers. These provide breaks for people who are full-time carers, all kinds of projects that mean that we're dealing with a wide spectrum of society, but not the usual people who would turn up to a public lecture on astronomy. Council came up with this idea in 2013. We had an away day and we were asked to brainstorm ideas that would cost maybe £1 million and would transform the society. So a few of us were sitting around the public engagement table and we said, "Ooh, wouldn't it be good if we had £1 million to spend on public engagement outreach and we didn't do the usual things?" We agreed, yep, okay, let's go for that. We drew up a project for council. Council looked at it, council agreed it, and in 2014 we had an open meeting where we invited groups from trade unions, from various charities, from various outreach and engagement organisations, but all people we don't normally engage with. And we said, we've got this £1 million, we're going to make a number of reasonably large grants, so up to £100,000, for you to run a 5-year programme that will engage with the Royal Astronomical Society, and it will engage with astronomy and geophysics, our sciences, and it will bring people in who don't normally work with us. I guess the first feedback we got was when we put out the call for applications, and we had nearly 100 groups put in to say they would like to do something with us. Out of that 100, we could only fund 5 in the first year, and then another 5 in the second year, and then 1 or 2 other smaller projects alongside. So the first feedback is that this kind of thing is really pushing at an open door. People want to be engaged with the kind of sciences that the Royal Astronomical Society does. Second feedback we've had is that the projects are doing really great work, all of them. We've got courses for adults, courses for prisoners, courses for young people, courses, we've even got a new girl guiding badge, which is fantastic. Each of the funded projects had to tell us a bit about how getting money from the RAS was going to leave a legacy for their groups and for the people that they worked with. And they've done a good job of that. We as the RAS are saying that this isn't a one-off. Okay, we've only got one-off in terms of the money that's available, but it's not a one-off, it's a genuine commitment to turning the society outwards to all layers of society, all kinds of groups in society. And we want to continue to work with you, this is to the partners, we want to continue to work with you even when the funding is finished. And we've also said to them, don't just look on the RAS as a source of funding, important though that is, also look on the RAS as a resource. We have several thousand fellows, many of whom would love to be involved. If you want an astronomer, you want a geophysicist to come along and talk to your group or be involved with some of your groups, mentoring, this kind of thing, get in touch with us and we'll do our best to make sure that the people are available. So that I see this as one way in which we ensure that the RAS doesn't just have a glorious history of 200 years, but we're embedding ourselves in society for 200 years to come.